Okay, so first up is trust. Came in reverse. So I feel like this is a suggestion that there may be some resistance and hesitancy to trust what's happening in your lives, okay? Especially if your cycle was challenging, if you've were dealing, with ending a karmic relationship. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. I mean, this could be, friendships as well and business partners. But anytime you're dealing with people and you've had this connection with them that expands years, it's always hard when it's time to part ways. Perhaps some of you are changing careers. Maybe you're changing directions in your life and it's maybe unsettling. So the trust card came in reverse, but just know that everything that's happening right now is cosmically driven. Sorry, I have something in my throat. It's cosmically driven, and everything definitely is in divine timing and divine order. Discernment. Okay, so I think right now many of you all are being asked to carefully evaluate, your current partnerships and current opportunities that are here in your life right now. There's going to be new. Sorry, my camera it keeps sliding down for some odd reason. Okay. So, there's going to be new opportunities coming in for you. That's true for everybody. This new cycle that we're all starting is all about our growth. It's all about what we're trying to manifest and co-create. So what you've been asking for, what you've been praying for is now coming in. Because if you planted the seeds last month during the lunar cycles, the 2 Libra lunar cycles, all that is now going to start coming into realization. All right. You just have to maintain your vibrational energy and make sure you're in alignment with what it is that you're asking. And in doing so, you may be required to employ a certain level of scrutiny, maybe an extra level of screening to people or opportunities or things that are trying to come into your life to ensure that they really are indeed for your highest good. Because the idea is you don't want to, repeat, karmic cycles again. You don't want to have to relearn that lesson that you're supposed to have learned in your previous cycle. Okay. So I think that's what's going on here. And then beauty. I love this card because this card is all about filling up your life right now with beautiful things. It's surrounding yourself with your version of beautiful. It could be maybe favorite color or maybe finding new images or pictures to hang on your wall that are inspiring and beautiful, that feel uplifting for you, that help you, get out of that headspace of heaviness, that headspace of sadness, that headspace of, I don't know, maybe heartache. It's time to soothe your soul. It's time to soothe yourselves. And the best way to do it is to really surround yourself with inspiring images of beauty and energy. So this is definitely a time of healing, and we're in Taurus season. Sorry about that. And Taurus, the energy is very nurturing, very grounding. It's very supportive of, what we just finished. This is a great time to use this energy to really tap into your creativity and think about how we want to build this new life that we now have. And, some of you may have different people in your lives now, maybe a few less people. But you have to create space in order for new opportunities to come in. Maybe a new romantic relationship, maybe new friendships, maybe new business deals, maybe new community service projects. All that cannot come in if there's no room for it. All right, so I'm going to start shuffling here. This is the Osho Zen Tarot deck. And what I'm going to do is start pulling a 5-card spread for you all. Also, I want to comment on the new moon. New moon will be happening on the 4th of May. So that will be on Friday. And the new moon is all about taking a leap of faith. Okay, so that will be quite interesting. Oh my God, the cards are just popping. So we just need one more. But yeah, May is all about it's all about letting those seedlings grow and allowing those new opportunities to bloom and blossom and really ripen up. So yeah, it's going to have a really nice nurturing energy. Okay, bottom of the deck is the new vision. Okay, so it's reversed. So I think some of you may be hesitant or reluctant to move forward with how your life is going to now look. Okay, releasing the past is always hard. Saying goodbye to people in your lives is always hard. Maybe saying goodbye to a type of career that you've been involved in for a long time, that's always tough as well. So whatever is going on in your life, changes are happening. And it's always hard to deal with change. Some people deal with it better than others, but if you're the type of individual who really struggles with change and you don't do too well with big changes like this, I get where there's going to be a lot of resistance, but you're being called in right now and asked to relook at your life. And this is a full life review. This is, everything from yourself, from your spirituality, to your family life, to your love life, your career life, social life. I mean, everything. You're being asked to really look at it and evaluate to see, is everything in your life really for your highest good? And are there areas where you need to make changes and tweaks? Okay. So don't resist that. I get it where I see where there is some hesitancy. But center of the deck is creativity. Okay, this is a major arcana card. This is the 3. She is the Empress card in the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck. What this card is here to tell you all is it's time for you all to tap into your creative energy, your creative spirit. When we're in a moment of creation, and it could be anything from creating pieces of art, paintings, gardening, writing a book, writing poems, poetry, music, cooking, the culinary arts, baking, creating social projects, social awareness, maybe starting a new blog to really speak your truth or really raise awareness about a cause that you're really impassioned about. This is all creative spirit. This is all creative energy. And when you're doing that, you are now coming into closer alignment with yourself, with your truth, and with the divine. Okay? And usually when you're busy creating, when you're just consumed by just creating this new project, this new item or gift, you're not here stuck in your head over analyzing what's going on in your life. You're not over analyzing the burden and the changes and the heartache that you're experiencing, because when you're creating, you're in an energy of love. You're in an energy of harmony, in an energy of balance. And that's the type of energy that's going to sustain you through this transformation period. Okay, so tap into your creative energy, really get into your passions, and use that right now to fuel and motivate yourself to transition, to up level, because that's really what's going to help you soothe your soul right now. Friendliness came up next. This is the 2 of water. And when this card comes in, this is all about the pure essence of love. It's not necessarily romantic love. It's not sexual love. It's not that physical passion. This is what love really means in its truest, purest form. It's unconditional love, and it's blocked. This can be towards friends, towards soulmates. And remember, soulmates are not your romantic partners. This is like kindred spirits. There's different types of soulmates. But this can also, extend into your romantic situation as well. This card is about loving unconditionally. And it's reversed because perhaps you are placing conditions on it. Maybe it's like, okay, I can love you if you do this for me too. Or I can love you this way if you reciprocate that love for me in this manner. That's conditional love. And I believe it's blocking the relationship. It's creating, the word stalemate keeps coming in. So it's creating sort of a standoff, Perhaps there was a disagreement. Perhaps, yeah, I feel like there's a disagreement. There's differing opinions here, and it's all about how you need the person to show up for you and how you want to show up for that other person. But in order for you to show up and meet their requirements, you're also placing demands on that. So meditate on this relationship, meditate on the meaning of it, and remember why this person is in your life and why they entered into your life. And remember the essence of your love for that person. Okay? The true essence. And that's going to help you clear this block. Yeah, there's something there that's preventing this love from moving forward. In the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's the Two of Cups. It also has a different meaning because Two of Cups is all about relationships. It is, well, I guess it's kind of the same. I mean, it's soulmate. It's a soulmate connection. And, you know, whenever the Two of Cups comes in reverse in a regular reading with the tarot, with the Rider-Waite, that usually means an ending in a relationship, a breakup, or a pause of something. So there's something, this energy, it's the same. It is the same. There is definitely a pause. There may be no communication, but your love for this person, I feel like it's not pure right now. It's conditional. There's some conditions here, and I think it's preventing your relationship from moving forward the way it needs to move forward. It could be a break. It could be literally just a pause and giving you all that breathing space to clear your heads and figure out how you want to proceed, if this relationship is even worth proceeding. It may just have to end, okay? So that's just something to think about. Up next is you have the Transformation card. This is the 13 card. It's a major arcana card as well. In the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck, this is the Death card. Here, this is major transformation. They both mean the same thing. The imagery here is definitely different than the regular Rider-Waite. You have a being sitting on top of a lotus flower, and you have the phoenix rising up in the distance, and you have the blue and purple flames in the background. So it's like a phoenix rising moment. This has a lot of spiritual imagery and symbology behind it. This could be a personal spiritual reawakening within yourself, but usually when transformation comes in, it's a major transformation, which I'm not surprised, because we are all ending karmic cycles. It's just what's happening with the planets. I mean, yeah, Uranus has moved into Taurus, and that is all about, it's a planet of transformation. And it's requiring all of us to relook at ourselves, relook at what's going on in our lives, because it's a call for all of us to up level. It's the energy that's going to fuel this up leveling on the grand scale. So for transformation to be coming in right now, it's exactly what you're doing. And I get where there are some hesitancies and some resistance. You are feeling down. Your energy is low. This is a 3 of Water. This is a celebration card. And you're not feeling particularly social right now. I feel like perhaps you may be looking at life like, well, there's nothing for me to celebrate. You know, I just experienced all this loss, all this change. My life that I knew it no longer looks the same as what I'm used to. And it's not. You know, the whole point of transformation and the whole point of these new cycles is to up level yourself. You are starting a new chapter in your life. And, you know, your karma with those individuals and your karma in those situations has ended. And there's no need to repeat that and bring them into your new life, okay? So just understand that, you know. Allow your emotions to surface. Allow yourself to feel what you need to feel and release what you need to release. You have to let it go. You have to let it flow. You have to feel your way through this situation. It's part of the healing process. It's part of how you become stronger and wiser as an individual. But just, you know, keep at the forefront, like what you want your life to look like. You know, what is it that you're trying to manifest? What is it that you're trying to co-create? Because this is your life, you know. This is your life to live how you want to live it and to have the people in it that you want to have in it. and to create the business opportunities or career opportunities that you would like to have. And if you are frustrated beforehand, you know, there's no need to be frustrated. You know, it's a simple decision on what's right for you. And remember, what's right for you may not be what's right for the people in your life. And perhaps that's maybe where some of this strife is coming from. You know, maybe you're getting flack from friends and family and romantic partners who aren't comfortable with the changes that you're making. But you know what? That's their problem. That has nothing to do with you. So tap into your creativity, right? Embrace this transformation that's happening. And hopefully this will become upright for you so you can celebrate the new that's coming into your life, right? But right now it's blocked. And I think it's because it's external pressures and maybe external energies that are impacting you, because you have the 2 card here, the 2 of water. And this is the pure essence of love. And, you know, I feel like maybe you're not feeling supported, you're not feeling loved, and you're not feeling seen and valued and heard. And I think that has you a bit rattled. Okay, but crowning the reading is the adventure card. This is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, the Page of Rainbows in this card deck. Page of Pentacles in Rider-Waite. And you see an image of a little child moving forward cautiously and curiously onto this cool new path that's opening up for them. This is you all right now, okay? Life is an adventure. And May is going to ask you to tap into your inner child and take on a more adventurous energy and become more curious about the new, right? So try something new. Try a new activity. Try a new workout routine. Try a new way of cooking. Try a new social group. Meet new friends. Maybe you need to expand socially in a different arena and be around people who are going to understand you better and support your goals, ideas, and business ventures. You know, and that's okay. It's okay to expand socially and have different social groups, because, you know, people fuel us. You know, community fuels us, and they fuel our endeavors. And you are being asked to create. You're being asked to create for a reason, and that's part of this transformation process that you're going through. And it's a big transformation, so big changes, but get curious about it, get excited about it, you know, and just take on that childlike spirit, childlike curiosity to approach life in a new way, and just keep things light. Really keep it light. Get out of the heaviness. You know, enough of the heaviness. You know. Life is meant to be enjoyed, and give yourself permission to really enjoy your life right now. All right, so I'm going to pull some clarifying cards from the Rider-Waite tarot deck, and let's just see what comes out. Okay, so first out is the 5 of Wands, which is conflict, and I do feel like this is it right here for your two of water. You know, I was talking about your relationships and your soulmate relationships, and this can be romantic, and it can also be kindred spirit type relationships. So maybe with friends, family, you know, but there is conflict here, and it's reversed. So I think maybe the conflict is with you. You're struggling, right? There's something that you're struggling with about this partnership. King of Swords, clarity shall be coming through for you real soon. Perhaps also you're dealing with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, but this could also be coming in for you to help you make a decision, to help you clear your mind and see this particular situation with clarity and make a decision that's unemotional, you know, make a decision from a place of from an intellectual energy that's more fact-based, that's not from a place of emotion. You know, it's like, okay, these are the facts. Let's talk about this tactfully. Let's use some logic here to clear the air. And I think if you tap into this King of Swords energy, it's going to help you get in the mindset to help you communicate what you need to communicate. Also, since we're in Taurus season, Taurus does govern the throat area. So maybe your throat chakra is a bit blocked, but just do some meditation exercises around the throat chakra area to help gift you with the gift of articulation, because I think you're struggling with your thoughts, and I think you're struggling with the message that you need to convey to this person or persons. Okay, what's next? Yeah, this is ending real soon. So this is 10 of Wands. It came in reverse, so usually this means that the completion, whatever you're feeling burdened about, will be coming to an end real soon. Okay, which is really good. So I feel like, you know, you're not in a happy mood right now. You feel like there's nothing for you to really be celebrating. Don't worry, this is temporary, it's short-lived, and that burden is coming in, will be coming to an end. 9 of Wands also came out. So yeah, you're feeling really bruised and beaten up. Really bruised and beaten up. And I think this could also be, you can also pair it with this transformation card. This transformation is happening real soon. If it hasn't started, it's starting within the next few days. Okay. But it's for your highest good. You've got the Lovers. Okay. So this is really good. Either you're dealing with a Gemini, an air sign, you know, kind of like with the King of Swords, or this is you and your soulmate. And remember, this doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It can be if this is what's going on in your life, but this is a soulmate card. So kindred spirits as well. Family members can also be soulmates. You're being asked to reevaluate the quality of the relationship. Is this relationship serving your highest good right now? If it's not, then what needs to change? What needs to happen to have the relationship meet you energetically? Because you are on your ascension journey and you are up-leveling yourself. When you up-level, you're raising your vibrational energy. And when the people that you are connected with are not vibrating energetically with you and they're not matching that energy, it creates conflict. Okay? Sometimes this card comes out because you need to make a decision about your moral compass, your moral ethical beliefs, your spiritual belief system. Maybe you're changing the way you see things. Maybe what once served you in the past, maybe within that karmic cycle you just ended, is no longer serving you today. Because remember, you're being asked to conduct a full life review. And this is mind, body, and spirit. So that's what some of this can also represent as well. It's just relationships, which is not surprising because we just had a lunar cycle from March to April, 28 days, that focused on relationships. It was 2 Libra full moons, and Libra is all about relationships. So it's not surprising that you're being asked to look at this, and that you're feeling, that you're feeling conflicted and burdened and beaten up. And see if we can pull one more. Okay, Queen of Swords.